Hello, and welcome to Laveraconsult. Whether you've just landed or you're planning your big move, we're here to make settling into the UK a walk in the park. This video is your one-stop shop for all things UK living. We've got tips, tricks, and insider advice to make your transition smoother than a perfectly poured pint of Guinness. From finding a roof over your head to navigating British culture, we've got you covered. So grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's dive right in, shall we? Right then, let's get down to brass tacks. First things first, you've got to make sure all your legal ducks are in a row. That means sorting out your visa or work permit before you even think about packing those bags. Once you're here and have found your London flat, the next order of business is that magical number, your national insurance number. It's basically your golden ticket to working and enjoying all the lovely benefits the UK has to offer. And speaking of essential services, don't forget to register with your local GP, your friendly neighborhood doctor. So there you have it, your first few tasks ticked off the list. Stick with me, we've got a lot more to cover. Now, let's talk about finding a place to hang your hat. Or should I say, park your umbrella. London's a bit of a squeeze, isn't it? Renting is probably your best bet to start with. Websites like Rightmove and Zoopla can help you find your perfect pad. Sharing a flat can save money and make new friends. Think about your commute and the vibe of the neighborhood. So grab your Oyster card and get ready to find your new abode. Now let's talk transport, shall we? Navigating a new city can be daunting, especially with a tube map that looks like a Jackson Pollock painting. But fear not, public transport in the UK is quite good once you get the hang of it. You'll find a mix of buses, trains, and maybe even a tram or two. In London, the Underground will become your new best friend. The key is an Oyster card, your ticket to ride on all London transport. It's usually cheaper than buying individual tickets. Plus, you avoid those awkward fumbles for change. Public transport in the UK organizes chaos and unexpected delays. But hey, it's all part of the adventure, right? Let's talk about the boring but important stuff. Money, money, money. Now, you can't very well live on smiles and good cheer, can you? Opening a UK bank account is next on your to-do list. It'll make your life easier in the long run. Plenty of banks are vying for your attention, from big names to trendy online banks. Do some research to find one that suits your needs. Opening a bank account in the UK isn't always easy. You'll need proof of address and ID. Once set up, say goodbye to international fees. Start managing your money like a true Brit. Now, for those of you who haven't won the lottery or married into royalty, you're probably going to need to find yourself a job. But don't fret, the UK job market is a bustling hive of opportunity, especially if you're in the right field. First things first, polish up that CV, or should I say, resume. Tailor it to the UK job market, highlighting all your amazing skills and experience. Next, get yourself acquainted with the big job search platforms like Indeed, LinkedIn, and Reed. They're your online portals to a world of potential employment, from entry-level gigs to high-flying executive positions. Networking, my dears, is absolutely essential. Attend industry events, join LinkedIn groups, and don't be shy about reaching out to people for a virtual coffee chat. You never know who might have a lead on your dream job. Now, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, healthcare. Here in the UK, we're lucky enough to have the NHS, the National Health Service, which provides free healthcare to all residents. Yes, you heard that right, free. Now, before you get too excited, it's important to note that free doesn't always mean instant gratification. You might have to wait a bit for non-emergency appointments, and those waiting rooms can feel like a time warp. But hey, at least you're not racking up thousands in medical bills, right? Your first port of call for all things health-related should be your GP, your general practitioner. They're like the gatekeepers of the NHS, and they can refer you to specialists if needed. Registering with a GP is usually a simple process. Just find one in your local area and pop in with your ID and proof of address. Right then, let's talk about the really important stuff. How to blend in with us Brits. Now, British culture is a wonderful, quirky, and sometimes downright baffling thing. But fear not, my friends. I'm here to give you a crash course in all things British, so you can navigate those social situations like a pro. First things first, politeness is key. We Brits love a good please and thank you, even if we don't always mean it. Oh, and speaking of rain, be prepared for all seasons in one day. Now let's talk about the great British institution queuing. We queue for buses, we queue for coffee, we even queue for queues. It's just what we do. And speaking of small talk, be prepared for a lot of weather-related chat. It's our national obsession, darling. Now, for those of you with little ones in tow, you'll need to get to grips with the UK education system. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it looks. Education in the UK is compulsory from the ages 5 to 16, and most children attend state-funded schools, which are free for all. The school year runs from September to July and is divided into terms, with holidays sprinkled throughout the year. Once your little cherubs have finished primary school at age 11, they'll move on to secondary school, where they'll study a wider range of subjects and prepare for their GCSEs, General Certificate of Secondary Education exams, at age 16. After GCSEs, students can choose to continue their education at a sixth form college, further education college, or through an apprenticeship. And for those who want to pursue higher education, the UK is home to some of the best universities in the world. Now, let's be honest, moving to a new country can be tough. You're leaving behind your friends, your family, your favorite coffee shop. It's enough to make even the most adventurous soul feel a bit homesick. But fear not, my friends. There are plenty of ways to stay connected with your loved ones back home. Thanks to the wonders of modern technology, staying in touch is easier than ever. WhatsApp, Zoom, Skype, you name it, there's an app for it. Another great way to combat homesickness is to connect with people from your home country who are also living in the UK. And remember, it's okay to feel homesick. It's a natural part of the process. So there you have it, my dears, your crash course in all things UK living. Moving to a new country can be a daunting prospect, but trust me, it's also an incredibly rewarding experience. You'll get to immerse yourself in a new culture, meet fascinating people, and maybe even pick up a few Britishisms along the way. Remember, the key to settling in is to be open-minded, embrace the unknown, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. The Brits might have a reputation for being a bit reserved, but we're actually a friendly bunch, especially if you offer us a cup of tea and a biscuit. Thanks for watching, and remember, adventure awaits. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow adventurers. Until next time, cheerio!